Hi everybody, welcome to this week's vlog. So I can't believe it's another week. Where are they going? Um, I've actually done quite a lot this week, and I was thinking I don't think I have enough to do a vlog, and then I sat down and made a little list. Oh my god! So what have I done this week? The big thing was make this. This is the Lola Coat. Here, I'll stand up and you can probably see me. So it's the Lola Coat by Sew Over It. I absolutely love this coat. I've literally been wearing it like a house coat. For anybody who doesn't know that term, a house coat is like a dressing gown in Ireland. So yeah, I've been wearing it like a house coat and I absolutely love it. I made it in a wool, and it says to use like a heavy crepe or a light wool, and it's so warm. This is a lightweight 100% wool and really cozy, but I think, well, I do have one cut out just over here. I have a big pile of stuff cut out. I've one cut out in the cotton knit that came in, the new cotton knit, and I think that'll be lovely and drapey. So I think any medium weight drapey fabric will work, like a crepe or heavy linen, or I don't think a sweatshirt will work. It doesn't have enough drape in it. Maybe like a scuba or a Roma Ponte would be absolutely perfect, and not too expensive as well. It's a great throw on actually, and the length of it, I love this length. I'll stand up again. You see there, don't know if you can see it, but the length just hits at my hips. So when I sit down, it doesn't get caught underneath me. Perfect for in the car. For to throw on, I think over things during the summer, light one or the wool one for this kind of, we're having cold weather now. I know it's spring, but it's still cold. Yeah, I'm totally loving it. So this was a part of my plans for 2021 to do the Sew Over ebook. My William Morris mug, I'm a big fan. Yeah, so my plan for 2021 was to do the Sew Over It, my capsule wardrobe city break ebook, which they have on sale at the moment. It's 40% off, which is absolutely amazing. £15 for 5 patterns. I put up on my Instagram, I put up a little post about that. It's a bit of a bargain really, considering there's so versatile of patterns in there, and they're really easy to do. The only thing I did find tricky when I was looking at on the ebook, the pictures are quite light, and then it makes it difficult to see because I just printed it out. So I looked at it on my computer and then it was fine because the printout wasn't great. And then the instructions for the Lola were a little bit sparse, but because I had a bit of I have, well, a bit. I have a lot of sewing background, and I've made things like that. It was fine. So the collar is quite like making a shawl collar. So if you ever made a shawl collar before, it's quite like that, just doing the stand-up collar that comes down. It's very comfy. I did a size small. I could possibly have done an extra small, but I think it's meant to be this big kind of quite oversized. Now there's no pockets in the short one. I'm a bit disappointed in that, and I might have to hack it to maybe either put inseam pockets or just make pockets similar to the ones that are in the pattern, because I feel like, I know they will be quite short, but I feel like I need a pocket in them. Anyway, I'll have a think about that one. So my one made of the cotton knit navy is cut over there, and I am doing a course on this because what I'm doing is I'm going to work my way through that ebook. So if anybody wants to join me, you can get the ebook for £15 at the moment, and then join in our courses all the way along. So the Molly top is up on my YouTube for free at the moment, and the Lola Coat is coming up next. So that's starting in another 2 weeks' time, so there's a bit of time. Also up online there is the All About Fabric course. A lot of people have asked me to redo that, so it's online now if you want to book in for that, and make sure you get your pack in time. If you live in the UK or outside of Ireland, say somewhere in mainland Europe, please click express shipping if you're going to buy it close to the time, because you know a post is like a nightmare at the moment. At the moment it's not on for another month and you have loads of time. So that's on in April. Then yeah, so my things I cut out. I have Fintan's Jackson cut out. That's from the Sienna knit, and then out of the taupe, I've cut out for me a toaster by Sew House 7. Now, everybody talks about the toaster, and I do like it, but I don't think it's going to like me. I'm giving it a chance. I have a very short neck, when we did the Billie sew along with, or Billie course with my students, they were like, the neck looks so much higher on you. How did you get it to look like a polo? I don't have a neck. My head is like squished down. Basically, I have shoulders and a head. So on me, it looked really high cut. Um, so I'm thinking that I'm doing the B, which is view B, which has a lower neckline. So I'm going to give that a go. Sure, if it doesn't work out, I'll just hack it and make it smaller and see what happens. So that's cut out, and then the taupe colour, I really like that colour. And then on top there is another Lola in the navy rib knit, and I'm looking forward to that because I think that'd have lovely drape to it. I do have more of that, sorry, not rib knit, the cotton knit. I have more of the cotton knit and more of the rib knit ordered, and they're on their way. Let's see when they get here. Things are taking ages and ages from suppliers. But anyway, it'll get here eventually. So what else did I make? I made the Sew Over It Audrey. Now, I've had this pattern. I've made loads of these patterns. I absolutely love this pattern. And they gave it away for free for International Women's Day. Wasn't that really nice? So here it is. I made another navy one. So and I put on a little label there, one I had in my stash. I love this top. It's very versatile. It's very Bardot-esque with the neckline, the boat neck, and then the tie. But you don't have to do this tie. You could do it in a plain. You could also do it. There's a bow version. I haven't done the bow version yet. I need to do that one. But I think I did size up a little bit for the body of this, and it fits just right. It's quite a snug fit, and there's negative ease to it. So if you wanted it to be a bit looser, you can go up in size. And this is one of the patterns that they have in their new size range, which is great because they're going up to, I think, a size, is it 20? I'd have to check that. I'll put it in the comments below. I think it might be bigger than a 20. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, they have a larger size range now, which is brilliant because I would have been at the top end. So I can imagine there'd be so many people excluded, which is brilliant that so many independent pattern companies are doing this at the moment. So that's my Audrey, and this weekend I'm doing a sewing class for my students on that. So I'm looking forward to that class. I look forward to these sewing classes. It's a little bit of crack with other sewing people. I really miss my in-person classes. Oh yeah, I did make one adjustment to this. I'm looking at my notes that I made. The neck band on my one, excuse me, the original kind of sticks up. So the neck band, instead of sitting flat, kind of stuck up a little bit. So I literally just took, at an angle on my seam there, I took 1/4 of an inch off the pattern so that instead of being like that, instead of being like that, it's more like that. So I literally just changed the slope of that pattern piece. And that just helped because I have, again, not much of a neck and the slope of my shoulders, and I usually have to do a narrow shoulder adjustment. So I think that I needed that for my one. Because it did stick up and it sticks up in the back. The same with the Somerset, it does that on me as well. So sometimes you just need these little tweaks. So what else did I do? Oh, the Billie. I'm wearing a Billie. This is another Billie, and I've made a tutorial. It's going live on Wednesday, and it's faced around the neck. Can you see that neckline? So instead of having a neck band added on, I put a facing on the inside and sewed it down. So I have a tutorial coming out on Wednesday on how to do that, and how to actually put it in place and things like that. So, you know, that Billie pattern is it's by Tilly and the Buttons. It's such a versatile pattern. Like, how many do I have now? 6? And they're all completely different. Just by slight tweaks to it, changing the neckline, changing between the balloon sleeve and cuff, and then the dress. Just so many different ones. Oh, I meant to say, with the Lola Coat, it said on the pattern that it takes 4 meters. I made this one out of 2 meters, and it was a very wide fabric, and I did add on a cuff. So I made this, I cut the sleeves as long as I could, and then I added on a cuff instead of having to cut it out again and wasting fabric. I know you can cut it out on the single and then you get more out of it, but I meant to say, I just noticed on my notes there. Yeah, about 2 to 3 meters of fabric is all you would need, not 4 meters, even for the long one. 4 meters isn't being careful. I like to play pattern Tetris, you know. kind of, it's a challenge. It says 4 meters. I'm going to make the challenge and get it out of less. And I do have a few scraps left over, so I might just do something with those. Maybe patch them together and make a skirt. I think that'd be really cool, a little wool skirt or something like that. So that's a future idea in the brain. Oh yeah, I tidied up my patterns. So anytime I had this system before, and I had well, I first of all started off with this kind of system. That's my Lola pattern, and it's in a paper envelope with the picture on the front. And I know people put the sizing details on the back, but I'm only going to make one, and it's for me, so I don't bother reprinting it. Just stick it on the back unless I have it printed. Normally I put notes on the back, but just if I have it printed out, I'll put the picture on it. It's easier to find. And then I switched from this to those plastic poly pockets that have punches, so I could put them in folders, and that was great until I could no longer get them in deals, and they were really expensive. And I thought, why am I even doing this, buying lots of plastic pockets? Like, it's just more plastic that I don't need. These are recycled paper envelopes. I have loads of them in the studio. I'll just use these. So now I've gone back to this, and I've cleared out that shelf, so I've got more space, and cleared out a drawer that was keeping, to be honest, junk and old receipts. And all I have now is this like big pot drawer, and I open it out. I put it up on I'll put a picture up here and you can see it. But I did put a picture up on my stories, and yeah, I love it. Very Marie Kondo-esque. It's probably the only thing around here that's Marie Kondo-esque. So yeah, that's my patterns. I tidied those up during the week. One other thing that's happening at the moment is that Fintan is doing a giveaway. So that's over on craftystudio.art. I'll put the link below, and it's a giveaway for a paint box. Now, just let me go get. So Fintan is doing a giveaway for 3 of these. So it's open to UK and Ireland, and this is a Neva palette White Nights watercolor set. These are professional grade artist quality paints, and I use these ones. They're absolutely amazing. This is the International Watercolor Society Plein Air set, and the colours in them are brilliant. So you get cadmium yellow. Now this is real cadmium, Indian gold, cadmium red light, carmine, cerulean blue, ultramarine, emerald green, sap green, raw sienna, burnt sienna, sepia, Payne's grey. All the basics that you would need for going out on plein air. And it comes in this little box. I'm not good at opening things. It comes with a little swatch card that you can make up, because when you open up the pans, so they're all these little full pans. Normally when you open up the pans, then the colours are so intense, you can't tell which one is which, so it's kind of handy to have. And then there's a little palette there. This is perfect for going out on plein air painting. Just the right size. They're so intense, these colours. Highly pigmented. They have no animal products. They don't put honey in them or any beeswax, so they're good, vegan friendly. Normally there's honey in a lot of watercolors, which I didn't know up until recently. They're semi-wet, which means you don't have to scrub the paints to get the paint off. Anyway, they're fantastic. So what you have to do is you go on to craftystudio.art, and there's a post about it. You'll find it there. It's on Instagram. And you tag 2 people, and then share. If you share it in your stories, you get another entry, and there'll be 3 of these given away, not just 1 box but 3. And I think this box is worth 30 pounds, €30, £30 thereabouts. So it's 12 full pans in it. It's quite a cool thing to win. So that's what's happening over on craftystudio.art, and that's what I've been up to. I've probably forgotten loads of things. I think loads of things have happened this week. It's just been another one of those weeks. I can't believe it's the weekend. It's nuts. Not doing anything, but the days are just flying by. So hopefully I'll get making that pile that's over there, and I'll have more to show you next week. Bye for now.